Everyone is given a special gift in his or her lifetime, a gift that can be instilled in the heart for all of time. That gift is one true friend, someone you can talk to even if you disagree, someone who you can rely on through not only the good times but also the bad. Macy Viola Swanson, you left me in the worst possible scenario. You left me with this empty world without your bright spirit to color it. The message I want to share today is that our friendship grew closer through shared interests, fun times, and our faith. Macy and I had a lot of shared interests. In fact, that's how we met. In the 6th grade, she came over to the middle school for a better music program than was offered at her private school. I first laid eyes on her when she walked into Mrs. Van Gorp's band room. I remember her being the shortest girl with the curliest hair. She was a bundle of energy that showed up in everything that I was doing. She was in choir. She auditioned for show choir. She was in the musical. Like Underdog, Macy was everywhere, and she was my constant competition. Eventually, my competition became my practice buddy, and my practice buddy became my friend. Even in her final days, we would sing in the assisted living home, we would dance in the aisles of Walmart, and we would play the marimba in the band room side by side. She taught me that shared interests can be a true test of patience, but it can also bring true friends. Macy and I also shared an interest in animals. Whenever we drove around town for fun, we'd always stop at the pet store for about an hour just to play with the puppies and to gawk at the kittens. I was more of a dog person myself, but Macy loved kittens. She was a crazy cat lady. Whenever we went on walks and found a stray cat, she would immediately walk in the cat's direction and meow at it. Her love for her own cat was almost scary. She would chase it around her house and demand its love. She would send me these cat pictures through iMessage because she thought they were adorable. She wore her cat's shed hair with pride. Even though she was obsessed with cats, she still does hold a special place in her heart for animals. Birds, dogs, gophers, you name it. It was a shared interest that brought our friendship even closer, and I can't thank her enough for that. Something else that makes for a true friendship is fun, memorable times. Macy and I had plenty. I remember perusing around Walmart with her on an ordinary night when she stopped right in her tracks. I followed her gaze and saw a canister of, dare I say it, fart bubbles. Macy loved to be a little immature at times. She looked at me with this wide smile and informed me that she was going to buy them. When I inquired her about her peculiar purchase, she simply shrugged her shoulders and picked up the can. So she bought them. I did not think this was a good idea, and once she got to the car, she unscrewed the top to smell these bubbles. It was the worst smell imaginable, and it stuck with you if it got on your skin. A few days later, Macy managed to drop something heavy on the canister that sat in her back seat, causing the bubble mix to get all over everywhere. Macy's card smelled foul for days after that. That time never compared to when Macy nursed a bird back to health. I can remember sitting at Macy's when I heard a huge smack at the window. Macy immediately ran outside and kneeled next to the bird lying in the grass. He was breathing heavily, but he was alive. Macy looked up to me and demanded that we nurse this bird back to health. We spoon-fed him chopped worms, gave him water drops from an eyedropper, and even bathed him. A couple of hours later, he flew away. Macy looked at me with alligator tears in her eyes and told me that she wanted another. So the next day, she bought a zebra finch and named it the Flying Dutchman. Fun times help to mold the statue that is a true friendship. Those who realize it are changed for the better. But even better than fun times is shared faith. About 6 months ago, Macy decided to attend a Catholic Mass with my family. I was a piano player that weekend, and I was in desperate need of a cantor. So I turned to my Baptist companion and pleaded for her voice to lead the Catholic congregation that Saturday night, and she did more than once. 1 week turned into 2 weeks, 2 weeks turned into 2 months, and gradually she decided to attend classes to be confirmed into the Catholic faith with me as her sponsor. As our time grew together in Catholic faith, our comfort zone in discussing our faith and praying together bloomed. We were able to share our deepest desires and needs together in prayer. I helped her grow in her faith, and she helped me to grow in mine. That is a living gift that did not die with her. Macy died an untimely death. We were both 17. We were looking forward to prom, graduation, college. But now, I must treasure the times I spent with my friend through our shared interests, our crazy adventures, and our faith-filled moments. I challenge all of you also to remember Macy, not in the way she died, but in the way she lived. I choose to remember her as the curly-haired diva driving down the street with her head out the window because she couldn't stand the smell of her car. I choose to smile.